What's up guys, it's Raw FIFA Gaming and welcome to episode number 6 of the West Ham United career mode. We're starting off this game with an EFL Cup game against Crystal Palace. We had an EFL Cup game, I think it was 2 episodes ago, maybe it was in the last episode, against Exeter. So we won 1-0 away in that game, quite a comfortable win, but this one will certainly be harder. And we've actually played a similar team that we played against Exeter with this Crystal Palace team, so it's certainly going to be a tougher challenge. I just wanted to save the best players for league, but I do want to be serious in the cup this year, because I know we're not going to win the league this year. We're not doing very well in the league, so hopefully we can get a bit of silverware. And in the 45th minute here, we come forward with Masuaku, and he deflects it off the Crystal Palace defender to win a corner. Sam Byram is the man to whip it in. He whips it back into that man Masuaku, and it falls to Reece Oxford, who heads it down to Havard Nordveit, who did a great shot there that narrowly went past. But that is actually where the ref blew up for half time. But now we're coming forward once again with Mikel Antonio, came on as a substitute, hits the post, but as you can see here, that is how the 90 minutes actually ends, 0-0. So we have to go into extra time now in the 107th minute. Crystal Palace come forward and it's put into Loic Remy, and he scores from short range. Terrible defending there. No one was marking Remy. The tired legs have cost us there. I mean, Randolph did really well, to be honest. Rice, the young defender, came over instead of marking him. Don't know where Collins was, but Remy gets his first goal in the EFL Cup, and it looks like it's cost us our place here. But now Antonio comes forward and plays it into Parfit Williams, and Parfit Williams gets the late goal in the 116th minute to hopefully get us to the penalty shootout in this game. 116th minute, late on, the young man Parfit Williams, the teenager, is the man that has saved us there. It looks like we were out when Remy put that goal in through poor defending, and more poor defending here from Crystal Palace, who just turned off there. Antonio with a great little turn and passes it into Parfit Williams, who does a great composed finish into the bottom corner. But as you can see there, that is how the game did finish. So it is penalties, so this is going to be a very interesting one. The Palace are stepping up first to take the penalty. It's Andros Townsend. Sorry, I'm just taking a drink of water here, because this is a really tense game. Townsend scores the first penalty. Now Dimitri Payet to take the first one for us. Payet steps up and misses, and Loic Remy, the goal scorer, we really need him to miss here for us to have a chance, and he puts it straight down the middle and scores. Antonio needs to score here, absolute must. Sends Mandanda the wrong way, and we're still in this. James MacArthur is the next man to step up, takes a few steps back from the runner. We point right, but he goes left. We stayed down the middle, and he put it in the bottom corner. But now Havard Nordveit goes the same way as Antonio. Mandanda stays right down the middle. Wilfried Zaha to step up now. What can he do from this penalty? And it's saved. It's saved by Randolph, and we've got a chance back into this now. If Collins scores this, it's all square. Collins steps up, and he sends the keeper the wrong way. He goes right. Now it's Lee Chung Young. What can he do here? He puts it left. Randolph stayed down the middle foolishly. Now, if we miss this, Crystal Palace will go through after all this battling in this game. I don't want to give it up now. And I thought we had the inches away from saving that with Steve Mandanda. But now it's Flamini to step up, and he puts it left. And I thought we had saved it for a second there, but he pushes it into the corner. Now Masuaku has all the pressure on him, and he scored. And it looked like he'd missed. I thought he'd missed. I think everyone thought he'd missed. And he scored. Now it's Papasuare to step up. And Randolph was so close to getting that there. Now it's Arbeloa. He's got the penalty now, and he has scored it. Very cool from Arbeloa to put us 6-all here. Now it's James Tompkins. Played for West Ham his whole life. Can he step up against West Ham and score? No, he can't. He must love the club too much. Reece Oxford, the young 17-year-old, to step up and win it for us, and he does exactly that. Reece Oxford brings an end to a fantastic game here at Selhurst Park. A brilliant cup time. And we've done amazing to pull through on the penalty shootout there, because for a big part of that, it looks like we'd lost it. Palace scored the goal in extra time. Parfit Williams did brilliant to equalise right at the end, and Reece Oxford pulls us through there in the end, and we do get the victory against Crystal Palace on penalties. So what a fantastic way to start the episode. Our first penalty shootout of the series, and it has started very well. But the next match of the episode is here against Southampton. It is another home game, and this is the team we will be going for. It's the 3-4-1-1, the team we've been going for commonly lately. I might think about putting Parfit Williams on later in the game if we are struggling, because he has been doing very well for us lately in the youth and the senior team. This is the Southampton team, pretty straightforward team for Southampton, but Jake Hesketh playing for him, just in behind the strikers, which I was quite surprised about. But already now Southampton early on coming forward with Shane Long. Shane Long puts it into that young man Hesketh, but after 20 minutes Hesketh cannot put it into the back of the net, although he could have done there. I think he could have took a few more touches, but Kouyaté put the pressure on him, and a good little push away from Adrian, although he probably could have picked that up there. But now Cedric comes forward, a Euro 2016 winner, takes the shot on his left foot, but Adrian with an amazing save to deny him there. Adrian having a great game so far, puts his left arm out as if it came from nowhere into the top corner, and a fantastic save. But now we're coming forward with Mikel Antonio. Can he break through Virgil van Dijk? He does. He plays it into Simeone Zaza, and he came on as a substitute in this game early on when Faguli got injured, and he just could not finish his lines there. Zaza is played into Zaza once again by that man Antonio, doing brilliant to set him up, but Zaza just could not score. Antonio doing brilliant in that centre forward role just to support him. Maybe Zaza should have passed there to Ed. I think that was Edemilson Fernandez coming up on the wing, but now here comes Stephen Davis. He plays it into Charlie Austin. Charlie Austin shot is saved by Adrian there. He has had a fantastic game, probably our man in the match so far. But here's Shane Long now. What can he do from this position? Plays it into Austin. I came out with Adrian, and Kouyaté couldn't block it on the line either. The young man Jake Hesketh has been very, very good in this game. Scores the goal there. Brilliant play from Southampton, and there was nothing we could do about it. I did everything I could to try and put him off. Got Adrian out there, tried to get Kouyaté on the line, but Jake Hesketh in the end had a simple finish, and there wasn't much we could do about it at all. Now this is a chance for us in the 70th minute, 20 minutes ago. Come on, we need to get the equaliser. And I'm not sure what Antonio did there. He had a fantastic game leading up to it, but that was just really poor there. Really poor from Adrian. Really poor from Antonio, and he may have blown our last chance to get back into the game. But now some brilliant football with us, some brilliant tiki-taka, and it ends in a great pass from Ashley Fletcher going into Antonio. And that move deserved the finish in the end there. Fantastic play from us there. One-touch football, threaded through on goal, and Antonio misses by an absolute inch. And as you can see, that is how the game would end. Really disappointing to get that loss there, because it's not like the Watford or the Bournemouth game where we just played terrible and we defended badly. We defended well and we attacked quite well. We just couldn't get the finishing touch with Zaza or Antonio, even though they came forward so many times, but gutted there. As you can see, we've slipped back into the relegation zone with by far the worst goal difference in the league. So things are not going well at the moment. We are now 6 points behind the Europa League places, which is where we need to be really. But the board said we need to be Champions League, which we are 8 points behind. Middlesbrough sitting fourth. So yeah, that's not a good start to the season, when after 6 games we're already 8 points behind where we need to be at the end of the season. But let's get into the youth part of the episode now, and hopefully they can do a lot better. Okay guys, we are now into the youth part of the episode. The first game is a home game against West Bromwich Albion. This will be the only league game of the episode. The second game will be another Checkatrade Trophy game, just like in the last episode. This is the West Ham United lineup for this game. It's the same team that we've been playing recently. Marcus Brown just behind Martinez, Parfit Williams and Fletcher. We're getting a good little attacking force here with Fernandez as well. Marcus Brown's been playing really well recently, and obviously Tony Martinez is in great form. This is the West Brom team. A few recognisable faces there. Olsen's playing, Brunt's playing, and Berahino is also in the youth team there. But, yeah, I think we should be able to get the job done today. We do have a good team. We're starting to get it going. But now, straight away, West Brom, 6 minutes in, we need to stop conceding early goals because we keep doing it, and it's getting embarrassing now, to be honest. We keep conceding early goals and then paying for it the rest of the match. Joe Ward just gets in behind our defence. I must admit, I did think that was offside there, but a great ball in. Definitely looked offside, but pretty poor defending there, and Joe Ward already puts West Brom 1-0 up after 7 minutes. Crossed in by Parfit Williams over there, and we're still coming forward. Marcus Brown wins the ball. What can he do with it now? Plays it into Mackesy. Mackesy holds his man off. What can he do? Plays it into Tony Martinez. And you know what Tony Martinez is going to do with an opportunity like that. The way he's been playing lately, he's probably been one of the best players in the series. I mean, no one in the senior team has been that good. And Tony Martinez has even proved himself in the senior team as well. So maybe he'll be giving people like Zaza, who can't score, you know, and Antonio a run for their money soon, because he's really doing well despite his low rating. I mean, he's just playing really well in both teams, but unfortunately that's how the game would end. Not the worst result in the world at home to a good West Brom side, but not the best, to be honest. We're still lingering too low down there in the table, as you can see here, sitting 16th. 7 points behind even the playoff places, 8 points behind automatically going up. But yeah, it's a different format in the Bundesliga too. It's quite a cool little format actually. We actually go into a playoff with the teams that got in with one of the teams that got in the relegation zone in the league above. So yeah, it's quite a cool little format actually. But yeah, that'll be the end of the league youth part of the episode. Yeah, now we'll go into that Checker Trade Trophy game against Chelsea, and hopefully we can pick up our first win of the episode. No, second win of the episode. Okay guys, this is the final game of the episode, the fourth game of the episode at Stamford Bridge, away to Chelsea in the youth squad Checker Trade Trophy. This should be the hardest game we've had in the youth squad actually, because they have a really strong youth squad, plus a few senior players that I've put in there. So yeah, it should be a really tough game this. Straight away, one of them senior players, John Obi Mikel, plays it into Ruben Loftus-Cheek in the 55th minute, early on in the second half, and he puts it in the back of the net. Probably one of the best young players in the Premier League. Was punished us there for some really sloppy defending. Just a huge hole in our defence there. I'm not sure what was wrong. Sam Byram just going for some sloppy tackles there, and Newfield tried to slide at it, but nor him or Spiegel could do anything about that one. And as you can see, that's the only goal of the game. That is how it would finish. So another poor game there against Chelsea. We only get the one win in this episode, but despite saying that, it was a very good win against Crystal Palace in the EFL Cup. It was a really good penalty shootout, and we did really well to fight to get the win in the end. But that is the table of the Checker Trade Trophy so far. After 2 games, we are not qualifying as it stands. We're 1 point behind qualification, sitting in 4th out of 8 teams, which isn't too bad. Chelsea is sitting top of the table with Northampton, but that will be the end of the episode, guys. The 2 player of the episode for the youth team and the senior team. First of all, we're going to go to the senior team. I'm actually going to give it to both the keepers that played in both games, Randolph and Adrian. I thought Randolph was brilliant in the first game. He made some great saves, nearly saved that Remy chance that they actually scored, and he did brilliant in the penalty shootout. Adrian in that second game against Southampton really did his best to stop us from losing that game, made some amazing saves there, but unfortunately couldn't stop that. But in the youth team, it's going to go to only one man. Tony Martinez has been fantastic in this series so far. Brilliant goal from him again today, getting into the right positions all the time, and a great little finish. But I hope you've enjoyed today's episode of the West Ham United Career Mode. Remember to comment down below any suggestions you've got about the series, any ways you think I can make it better. But thanks for watching today's video. I've been Raw FIFA Gaming, and I'm out.